Hi everybody, how are you? It is Jennifer here. Today is exactly 4 weeks from my VSG surgery, and so I want to do a little update. I happen to have a holiday from work today because it's President's Day, and so I get to be home. Don't know if you can really see outside, but it is storming like crazy today. We were having a lot of flooding in my area. I actually have a creek that is on this side of my property that is like, so we're a little bit elevated. The creek is down like a little bit of ravine. And then on the right side, there's a little bit of a road, and then there's another kind of a bigger creek. So they're rushing, like they're really bad. They go under my driveway, and then they kind of meet up right behind. You might be able to even hear the rain because it just picked up. Maybe? I'm not sure how good this speaker or this microphone is. But anyway, so I wanted to give you my update. It's great to be able to be home today on such a lousy, crummy day. It's a lot of road closures, a lot of flooding, a lot of mudslides in my area. I do live in the Santa Cruz Mountains. So I don't know if you're watching this currently, in the next couple days, you might have heard about Highway 17. A lot of mudslides. That's my area. That's where I live. But anyway, let's get to stats. It occurs to me that I really kind of forget to do stats a lot because it's not really something that I don't really pay a lot of attention, to be honest. Right now, there are such slow losses that it's not my biggest thing to do. Like, I don't weigh myself every day. It's not something that I really feel like I need to do, especially now that the weight loss has really slowed. But let me tell you, so on my very last pre-op appointment was January 17th, 2017, and I weighed in, I thought it was 252, that was from memory, but then when I looked back just this morning, because I was actually looking for some other totally different reason, but I happened to go back in my very first appointment, or my last pre-op appointment right before my surgery. So on that appointment on January 17th, I was actually 257. And then on surgery day, which was January 23rd, I was 250. So I actually lost several pounds. That I was only on a pre-op diet for 2 days, but I did pretty good on that pre-op diet. And then since surgery, so today I am 228, which is wonderful. Oh my God, that's so exciting for me. But anyway, so that's 22 pounds since surgery. And I haven't been this weight in several years because I've only been really significantly overweight for about 7 years now total. And that was actually just going from 200, and that was from a lot of medical conditions caused me to gain a lot of weight. So it's been quite a long time now since I've been this weight. So it's just, to lose this much weight so quickly, it's fantastic. But a couple things I want to talk to you guys about, energy, about vitamins, and also some hospital bills that just came in. But let's start with energy. Energy, so I've talked in my past videos about I do suffer from a couple different chronic conditions, and they cause a lot of fatigue. So I would basically go through my work day. I do work 8 hours a day, and I commute. I talked my last video about that I do carpool, which is such a blessing for someone that's got such low energy like me. It actually really helps me. But that's not really the reason. It's more just, it's a good option, for me. But pre-op, my energy was basically just enough for work. I would go to work. I do a lot of lifting. It's kind of hard to explain without knowing what I do for a living, but carrying some heavy stuff and, very active. Like, I sit a lot, but then I'm up and I'm down, up, down. So it's kind of a highly active position, even though it is a desk job. So I would spend the whole day work, get home from work, say 5:30 at night, zero energy, barely enough energy to cook dinner. Did a lot of takeout, a lot of pre-made meals, not really cooking. I just didn't have the energy. So now that I'm 4 weeks post-op, I definitely have struggled with my energy levels this entire post-op period. But I would say as of last week, and now that I'm back to work, I would say that my energy levels are more what I was dealing with pre-op. So it's not less energy than I had before, but it's not necessarily, at this point, it's not more energy than I had before. So hopefully, you know, I'm able to increase that a lot. One of the things I am doing in terms of vitamins, now a lot of you might have seen the videos with Nirvana, who is just an amazing woman. I love her videos very, very much. And she's the one that talked about this company called PatchMD. And she actually, if you go on her YouTube videos, she has a coupon code for 30% off of patches. So I'm able to do the multivitamin patch, and I do a B12 energy. Now on the B12, it's B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B12, and biotin. And this one is like vitamin like A, C, D, E, K2, B1, B2, B3, B6, folic acid, B12. But then this has also got the calcium, the iron, phosphorus, iodine, magnesium, zinc, selenium, copper, magnesium, chromium, and potassium, and a couple other ones too. But these are fantastic, especially if you're having a hard time swallowing the pills. Now, I tried several of the pills when I was going through my pre-op phase. I had to do 6 months of nutritional counseling. I received a great deal of samples. I gotta tell you, the calcium chews, I think it was like Bariatric Advantage. Those were like really yummy for calcium. But the iron pills were just disgusting. Oh my gosh. And maybe you guys have found a better one. And I don't actually know the recommended amounts, but I mean, this one does have iron in it, but I don't have a period because of, you know, hysterectomy and stuff like that. And so I don't really need it, I think, as much as the younger gals out there. Well, I'm only 42, but just my situation, you know what I mean? So, but let me show you these. So these are so, oh my gosh, these are so easy to do. So it comes in a little sheet. Can you see that? And then all you do is you just like peel it off like that, and it's like really thin, and you just stick it on a spot that doesn't have a lot of hair. You know, gals don't really have a lot of hair, so it doesn't really matter as much, I think, for women. For men, I'd be cautious because you do have to peel it off. I just stick it like around my belly, and like one on each side, and it's great. You leave it on for 8 hours, and then after 8 hours, you take it off. The next day, you know, when you're getting ready for work or whatever, you just put, you know, them back on, and you're good to go. And I do believe that PatchMD has, I think they have got like 5 different variations. Now these are the 2 that I chose. I think Nirvana actually uses a different combination than I do. But like I said, go on her site and you can get the 30% off coupon code. And that's how I got these. And I actually got like a 4-month supply because this is 1 month per. So these are really working out well. I won't be doing labs for a while. So if it turns out that these aren't working, I will definitely do a YouTube video about that. Okay, something else I want to talk about. I got my first hospital bill, and you know, I am very blessed to have good insurance, but my portion, it actually turned out to be like $2,700 for my portion. The total bill was $100,000. Now, I don't know if that is because they inflate the price because they know it's going to go to an insurance company. I don't know, because I think that when I was reading it, I couldn't find it to talk to you guys about like specifically, but if I recall correctly, there was like a $60,000 write-off they had to take for the because of the contract with Blue Cross. But I was kind of surprised how expensive it was. Now, I was in the hospital for 3 days because I was having some complications in the hospital, but that wasn't necessarily related to the actual surgery. It was more, I believe, it was more based on just the anesthesia caused a migraine, and the migraine caused vomiting. So I couldn't really do much in the hospital. I was kind of stuck. I ended up using my own medication. With you know, I did hand it over to the nurses, and they were able to get it approved, but the hospital didn't have the medication that I normally use. But that all worked out. Well, let's talk about the heartburn for a second, because you know, in my last video I talked about that. That's really been a really significant issue for me, and it's still a very big issue. I'm now taking Prilosec every morning. Plus, I take, actually, I got it right here. I've always got Tums. I'm actually taking Tums with almost every meal right now. I did talk to one of my friends that had the surgery the same exact day as me. She's having the same problem, and we had the same surgeon. Now, my surgeon does not believe in doing the correction for the, can't remember the name of that hernia, the one where your stomach kind of goes up a little too high. He does not believe in correcting that, and I've heard in other videos a lot of surgeons will correct that because that is actually a major cause. I believe, that's what I've heard from other videos, is that that's kind of one of the causes of heartburn or acid reflux or GERD. And so the fact that he does not correct that, and my friend who had the surgery the same day as me, well, she wasn't my friend before, but we met through this process. So she's now taking a Prilosec type of a pill, prescription in the morning, and then she takes like an over-the-counter in the afternoon. Plus she's taking like a liquid form 3 times a day because the heartburn is so bad. So heartburn is definitely a big issue, but it's totally treatable, and I really don't know if this is just a temporary thing or if this is going to get better with time. But it actually sounds like my friend actually is having it actually worse than me, which I thought I had pretty bad. So, but mine's kind of under control right now, with just being very proactive, taking a lot of meds, having them available. I'm having a really struggling still, same problem with getting my fluids in, really trying, but it's more, just, I don't have access, and it's more me just not being proactive, and just with the storms, really not wanting to go drive and go to the store. And, you know, we're not supposed to be lifting heavy things, and I have to go to the grocery store by myself, and the big cases of water, they're freaking heavy. So I've actually been putting it off, hoping that my kids would pick it up for me, and it's not working out. So I need to be more proactive about that. That's kind of my fault. Protein levels fluctuate. One day I could be at, you know, great number, next day really low, but I'm working on that as well. But generally speaking, I'm really feeling really great. The fact that I'm down to 228 is so amazing to me. I've no regrets in getting weight loss surgery at all. This is amazing. Still nobody at work though has mentioned it. I even had a training day where I was thinking that I'm definitely getting the look from people like they know something is different, but I don't know if they just can't put their finger on what is different, because I'm still heavy. I'm still a big girl. So, and I'm wearing the same clothes that I was before, but I have been able to fit into a few things I haven't worn in quite a while. So that's been really fun. But like pants fit, same pants I was wearing before, but just more comfortable. It's been interesting. It's been really interesting. So I guess that's it. I hope you guys are all safe and well and doing great in your journeys. If you have any questions, please ask them below. I would love for you guys to subscribe. I'm really going to try to keep up on these videos because I find it really, really helpful. Not only for myself, but some of the feedback I'm getting has really been extremely helpful. I appreciate it so much. I really appreciate the support. Okay, you guys, have a great rest of the day, a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.